Good day, sir. My name is Josh Diogan, and this is my second part of the topic under the good life. So, ethical dilemmas faced by robotics. This is the title. So, just like any other technological advancements, robotics are faces different problems and dilemmas. Different problems or dilemmas or errors. Although the idea is help people and make their lives up a lot easier than before, it's still immune to different ethical dilemmas and possible desirable outcomes. One of the dilemmas faced by robots is safety. Who should be held accountable if someone's safety is compromised by a robot? Who should be blamed? The robot, the agent using the robot, or the inventor of the robot? It is important to know how should be blamed and who should be held responsible of such thing happens. Another ethical dilemmas faced by robots is the emotional component. This may seem little absorbed of the moment, but looking at how fast technology progress nowadays, it is not completely impossible for robots to develop emotions from Evans 2007. So here the questions become: what if the robots become sentient? Should they be granted robot rights? Should they have their own set of rights to be upheld, respected, and be protected by humans? It is interesting to know how people would react if the time comes when the robots can already feel pain and pleasure. How would they act differently or not at all? In the field of robotics, there are the so-called partial autonomy and full autonomy. Partial autonomy includes active human-robot interaction, while full autonomy includes active human-robot interaction. In other words, a robot with full autonomy can perform actions or activities even without a master telling it what should be done or what should be performed next. Using Asimov laws for the robots, it can be concluded that robots are ethical but only if they strictly follow the laws specified. They are ethical mostly because the laws formulated by Asimov ensure the safety of not only the users of the technology but also the people around him. Remember that these service robots are already available to the public. Thus, they can already be found inside the homes. Having said that, the safety of not only the owner of the technology but also all the people inside the house should be priority more than anything else. In other words, the service robots only follow their matters to tell them to do with great consideration by the formulated by Asimov. So, however, if the agent using technology misuse the robot to achieve personal agendas, then without a doubt, the agent should be held accountable for any consequences it may bring. It is important to note that this is under assumption that the robot strictly followed the laws specified without any form of deviation. If the problem arises when the robot deviates from the laws specified, then the maker of the inventor of the machine should be blameworthy. It just means that the robot was not programmed very well because it violated the laws. Other problems may arise when the machine develops the ability to think for itself. In this case, the one that should be blamed can both be the maker or inventor in the robot itself. This is because in the first place, the maker gave the robot the capacity to think for itself, so he should be very much aware of its possible consequences. To put in another way, the maker programmed the robot in such a way that it can already think for itself, even without and active participation from a human being. In addition, since the robot thinks itself, whatever consequence it may bring, the robot itself should be held responsible. For the second dilemma, it is just right for the robots to be given their own set of rights should be developed the ability to feel different kinds of emotions. It can be argued that same thing happened with animals. Before, animals did not have their own set of rights because people believed that they were not capable of having emotions. However, after years of testing experiment, it was concluded that animals are indeed capable of emotions. It is for a reason that people decided to give them rights that are due to them. The same should be done to robots without any reservations. Should the time come, they ought to be treated differently and they ought to have new laws to follow in order to accommodate the new characteristics they have developed. In summary, modern times, there are different technological advancements in form insights in may it be inside the home, the workplace, the learning place, or simply in the streets. It is now very accessible to almost anyone in the world. It is not completely impossible to say that each person in the world owns at least one technology device. Besides, technology is not enclosed to expensive and high devices. Simple types machines that can perform simple tasks regularly can already be considered a form of technology. However, despite its useful and beneficial characteristics, there are still problems faced by different technological advancement. To be more specific, these problems are ethical in nature that involve not only the machine but also mankind. It is not impossible to technology and humanity not to cross path because, as some argue, technology has become a necessity for people. At the end of the day, ethics should be enforced in the field of technology so as to ensure the safety and morality of these devices to people. So, as discussed, time will come that technology over humankind, or most importantly, technology over nature, will face off. Technology can destroy the nature, that can cause calamities, destroys homes, lives. In modernization, so it's hard to think that someday time will come that people or people lives easily by doing the task using robots. So in advantage about that, we can do what we want to do, what we like to do. We can take care of ourselves, but we must think that someday even it is have that advantages, you have also think about disadvantages. However, it's possible that robots or technologies can be ashamed that they can hurt us, they can destroy anything if that kind of technology faced errors or malfunctions. So we must make some law or agreement that makes us safety in coming times. Yes, it is right that disadvantage we will live easily, we will live um, our life because there are robots doing our task. But it's good, but we must take the safety precautions for the coming generations. That's also, and thank you.